Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Call Halal, Yahbashim, Yahshabashim, Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect, men, women, and children that believe are the 1/3. Okay, right. Prior to my last video, or actually my last video, I was touching on, prayer, right? So I wanted to touch on the importance of Matthew 6 and 9, and, based on what it covered. I could say it in the Hebrew, which a lot of y'all won't understand probably what it say unless you learn the Hebrew. But let's touch on it's the same thing in the English, the point. So let's touch, for the most part, let's touch on a few, like Matthew, because the Lord said when you pray, say these words. And this is like a universal prayer, when you ain't got nothing else to say this outside of asking for mercy and forgiveness, right? So this Matthew 6 and 9. It says, after this manner, therefore, I pray thee, right? Our Father, which is in heaven, because Yahweh, he dwells in the fourth dimension. But Yahweh Shai is considered, a father to us also, right? Hallowed or holy be thy name. So that's Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash Hayah. Shemka Yahweh. So Shemka would be like your name. Shem is your Ka, makes it your name. Which be in heaven, hallowed be. So with the Hebrew, like the suffixes and the adjectives, could come later or before. But I don't want to get into all that. I just want to touch on a point. So I could really extend this video, but this is not a Hebrew lesson. So I'm going to just keep it to the point, right? But I want to break down from a Hebrew perspective, but this would be a long video and it'll kill a point. So, holy be thy name. So the Lord's name is holy, is separate, Yahweh, Shemka Yahweh. So you say Yahweh. But of course now, since his son came and laid down his life for the elect, ultimately all of Israel, starting with the elect, you say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But, when brothers say in the prayer, they say Shemka Yahweh, Malach Wafka, thy kingdom come. So, but really they really say Shemka Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Malach Wafka, right? Because you really can't call upon the Father without going through the Son, right? So, Salaki, I was up a little further. Hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. So when you ask for, the churches say this, this prayer part. When you ask for the kingdom to come, you ask it for the destruction of the current world. And that was a problem in Rome, because it was like, they talk about another kingdom coming. So that's, even if you don't directly say it, that's indirectly saying, this shit is going to be over with. So that's kind of like, I'm going to put it in layman's terms. That's kind of like you on a coke block, but you look, this is going to be a weed block, a strictly weed block. But you into selling coke. So it's kind of like, yo, what is you saying that our establishment of we not going to be no more. And basically that's what it is. Because the kingdom of heaven is not going to rule next to a wicked kingdom. You know, this shit got to fall in order for our rulership to come in. So it says, thy kingdom come. So it says, thy kingdom come. So when you, Salaki, that's just a brother coming through. But it says thy kingdom come. So it deals with the Lord's kingdom reigning, which is just for you to say that means this world got to end, right? Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. And that's where the elites get that saying from, as above, as below, right? Because to them, where they live is heaven. So they want to establish order like they got down on the earth. You know, what's going to come to naught? So, which is the law, statutes, commandment is going to be spread throughout the four kingdoms. Give us this day our daily bread, right? And it's heavy, right? So, yeah. So, this heavy, like, when you ask the Lord, like, for your daily bread, like, your carnal side can kick in because you in the flesh. So, what's daily bread to you may not be daily bread to the Lord. Because really, what's daily bread? I mean, we in the flesh. And bread is something that feed the flesh. So, when you really think about it, give us this day our daily bread. The thunder now will come call Yawam in the Hebrew, right? Give us this day our daily bread. You don't know what the fuck that might be. Because you're, all right, let's deal with the flesh, right? The flesh is what? Food, clothes, and shelter. As long as you got a place to stay, I don't give a fuck what it may look like, what it may feel like. It's still a place to stay. Right? As long as you got something to eat, as long as it's lawful, it's still something to eat. Even though you don't want to be there. Right? Food, clothes, and shelter. And clothes is a form of shelter. So really you could just say food and shelter. But I knew niggas that slept in honeycombs, abandoned buildings. You could check yourself. This is Babylon. You could check yourself in to a homeless shelter. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about faith. As long as you got faith, you could bounce back from anything. And I mean anything. And it's funny. It's a saying, right? It says life greatest success rise from the depths of adversity. So the more hell you're going through, it's like the higher. It's like the darker. It's another wise saying: the darker your past, the greater your future. So that really ties into the elect, because they go through this dark ass past in Babylon, the tribulations, but they had the brightest future, which is being part of the 144,000. for eternity. So like, cause like riches on this side go like up and down. You have it, you don't have it. But with the Lord, it's through eternity, and you live forever. So you just living like a boss or a G forever, you know. So I'm gonna read on. But you know, y'all could do like side videos or like, you know, add-ons, or leave your thoughts in the comments, right? So it says, and that might inspire me to land back, do another side video, right? Give us this day our daily bread, but the daily bread might not be what you think it is. But it's enough to keep your ass alive, right? And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, right? So we in debt to the Lord. Well, in a sense, not really, because Yahweh paid that debt, right? But that'll make us like, you know what I mean, on the pedestal. And lead us not in temptation. Temptation is Messiah wrong, right? So, hey, just a quick side thought. If you want to learn the Hebrew, it's very easy. I would say this. This is my part in learning the Hebrew. You gotta pray in this truth. If you don't pray in this truth, you might as well not be in the truth. If you don't pray. So when you go to pray, you're gonna say English prayers. If you say Yahweh Shem Yashai at the end, it's just as good. I'm not gonna knock that. That's the stamp to mail it off. But if you say a whole Hebrew prayer with Yahweh Shem Yashai, it's way more powerful. Especially if you harmonize it out like how God do. So once you learn to pray in Hebrew, you gotta know what it means. Because guess what? You can recite it all you want, but it's gonna be a brother somewhere, your camp, another camp, he gonna run into you. He gonna be like, yo, man, that was powerful, man. But like, break it down to me. What was you saying? Now you be like, oh, it's this prayer. But you want to know like the words you saying. Because when you know what I'm saying, that's kind of like signing a contract where you don't know what the fuck it means. Now, Esau, he got shit on the books where people get sued. Oh, he ain't have a lawyer at present. He ain't know what it means, especially with women. Right? So, it's like, yo, what each word mean, what I'm asking for, and break it down to me. Now, you know, that could be a lot. That could be a lot. So, my eyes are a little twisted. I had some yayan, but I'm looking at the camera, but the spirit's still there. But my appearance might be off a little bit. But I had a little yayan, excuse me. And my tolerance is low because I haven't been drinking. But, so, it says, I grabbed a brother's sword because my sword, I'm trying to get it back. It's one of the swords the brother gave me. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debtors as we forgive our debtors. Wasalak now kawa waf now kasalak now kawa waf. Yeah, now that's a tongue twister, but I got it. Right? So forgive our debtors as we forgive our debts. So look, no matter, now this could be like one of the hardest things to do. but it's not about you. One thing in this truth, you got to say, well, it's not about me, it's about the Lord. So my thing is like, yo, long as I did right by the Lord, I'm good. And you got to kind of develop that mentality. When you make it about yourself and things and shit you want and you want to do, you always lose. You know what I mean? And that's why Eve losing. You know what I mean? Right now, especially in the West, because she made it about her. So now dudes don't want to go on dates. Like the whole dating market dying. The whole, especially amongst the nigga woman. The West period, but you know, our people feel it the hardest. So the nigga woman is like, you know, they're the least desirable and so on. But, you know, that's another topic. So forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. So we in debt to the Lord, even though Yahushua paid that debt. But he could still kill us. Because we don't know if we the elect or not. And for you to say that is a powerful statement, right? And you don't really want to go there because we all vulnerable for death. So if anybody betrayed you in any way, just forgive it. And that, hey, some brothers going to do it that, I'm going to drop it on you. Some brothers that's going to do it that's brothers. And you going to be like devastated. You going to be fucked up by it. And see, us as men, you got to train your mind and be stronger than your feelings. So you got to do what's right, not feel what's right. Because women activate like that. So it's just like, yo, you know what? You got that. You know what I mean? And you move on. And guess what? He's still a brother. Now, you ain't got to hang around him or chill around him or be around him. But you ain't got to hold no malice in your heart. And if that brother got into a jam, you'll help him. Because guess what? That's Yahushua. Remember, this all the Lord's Prayer. And there's way more to break down than what I'm talking about. So, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So that show you, man, remember this the prayer too, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So to be led into temptation, who gonna do that? The Lord through the angels. Now, even if we led into temptation, we want to be delivered. So it's like, yo, because the Lord could try you like Job, but what? He gonna eventually deliver you. If you got the faith. And if he don't, then so be it. But we ain't fucking with Satan. You gotta have that mentality. Like, yo, I'm riding with the Lord. If I gotta die or go to rock bottom, whatever you see, we all got different mentalities of what rock bottom is. But the Lord rock bottom could be something like way out of your fucking mind. You be like, oh, this was rock bottom? God damn. You know what I mean? That's like somebody trying to time a stock or something at 42 cents. And they be like, nah, the bottom was negative 40. You like, God damn, that's like 83 cents in the hole. But so the main thing is faith. Because with faith, it's like, yo, whatever it boils down to, I never forsook the Lord. And that's what it's all about. Because I mean, you still could die. Like the Lord, the scriptures say He's not unrighteous, forget your labor and love. But it's like, yo, the Lord still could wipe you out. All the how hard you tried, He still wiped your ass out. You like, damn. But you really can't say nothing. But like, yo, let me come in back through the seed of the elect, second child or some shit. You know what I mean? By the time I'm 14, I can still see the kingdom getting built. Some shit like that. Who knows? But it still boils down to the Lord's mercy. Deliver us from evil. For thou is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Right. So it's not a long prayer, but it's very powerful. It like cover a lot of grounds. So, hey man, that's Matthew 6 and the Lord's Prayer. So, I mean, I would say like learn that prayer. You know what I used to do when I was like, I'm not the head of the camp anymore, but you know what I used to do but I still monitor brothers and be like, because like your gift is your gift, right? So, but you know what I do like to see where brothers at? Because nothing really trumps prayer. So I teach a brother the Lord's Prayer in English and in Hebrew. I make him recite it till he got it. Then what I do, I won't question him on it or nothing. What I do is, after like 6 months, 7, 8 months, I'll be like, yo, recite the Lord's Prayer. Now, if he can't do it, I know that his outside carnal personal life is affecting his prayers to where, remember, I made sure he had it before I left him alone. So once he wasn't able to recite the Lord's Prayer to me, or he was fumbling all over the place, I knew he wasn't saying it. And once I knew he wasn't saying it, not because he ain't want to say it, unless he just a nigga, right? But not because he ain't want to say it, but because he was disturbed. So now that gives me leverage to dig into what the fuck is going on with him. And a lot of brothers, yeah, you're right. But they don't know I baited them from months ago. Maybe I'm like giving up my strategy. But I got other strategies, just as being an elder or a teacher or whatever. But I probably won't be telling you no more outside of this one. Because, brothers be watching or whatever. But like, yo, once you stop praying and like that shit can fuck you up big time. Big time. So, hey man, that's the Lord's Prayer. It's way more perspectives that could be brought out. So, hey, that's it. So, with that, I was just scanning my thoughts. Our brain's like a computer. I was just scanning my brain to see if there's any more thoughts. If it is, I meditate and bring it out in the next video. 24 minutes and rolling. I guess that's good. I was planning to keep it 11 to 15. Damn near running double that. But, sometimes I could be long-winded. I could be elaborative and so on. But, under half an hour, that's good. Hopefully brothers watching and edified to the left. Shalom. Shalom.